Here at Wyopreps.com, we're gearing up for the 2024-25 high school basketball season, and we're chatting with some of the defending state champion head coaches, although there are some new faces in some of those spots this year. But a familiar face leading the Tongue River Girls, who are the defending 2A champions, Amanda Cummins. And thanks for taking a few minutes, Coach. Just talk a little bit about you're coming off a title. You've got kids back. I'm sure expectations are off the charts. How are you dealing with that, given that you do have a veteran crew coming back this year?
Yeah. Well, first of all, thank you for having me. What a blessing. Like I said, to talk hoops and talk kids is always a good day. Um, yeah, that's actually one thing that we've tackled right from the get-go this year is that this year is new. Last year was awesome and we celebrated it for a really long time, but this year means there's no comparison, right? And so our assistant coach actually came up with a phrase that we've been using a lot, which is major in the minors. And so, yes, we have four really solid veterans out of our starting lineup that are back, but we're still just doing the very fundamental basics that I'm sure everybody's doing. I don't know that basketball has many secrets left to it.
I get it. I get it. So, how do you think this team, maybe mentally more than anything, will deal with the pressure of being the defending champs and kind of having that target on their back?
Yeah, it's I think this first weekend will tell us a lot, but they work really, really hard. We have leaders that are going through books together. We have captains that are in charge of younger girls. So I think given that this is year 5 for me, our culture has stayed the same now. And so the expectations of that are the same. And so I would like to think we do a good job in preparation in preparing them. We talk a lot about adversity. We give them a lot of adversity in practice. So I think that prepares them. And I think winning helps to breed winning. And so they're definitely a little more focused from the get-go. And I think they just want to find that feeling again, that feeling of success, and they know what it takes to get there.
How would you describe this team, though? I mean, is it since it is a new season and a different group? How would you describe them overall?
Um, the one thing that I think when I think about them as a whole is that they just really love each other well. They've learned how to hold each other accountable, how to have some hard conversations that I think will serve them well in life. Um, they don't allow for anything less than what we're supposed to be doing. And I think they're great role models, those olders. We have 7 freshmen right now. And so that's exciting for us, but it also is kind of starting at square one, teaching them how we do things. But overall, like I said, they love each other well. And I think, we talk about love being an action word. It's not that fluffy feeling. It's that sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's a little bit ugly, but we work through it and yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, because you do have some veterans that have been there and kind of done that, what do you do with your team maybe to kind of push or stress your team so that, you do continue to improve as the season goes along and you're playing your best basketball by the end of it when February and March rolls around?
Yeah. Well, I think we've grown our program. Obviously, we have a lot of people that want to help out, want to be part of it. We have some alumni that love to volunteer and who are still pretty darn good basketball players. And so they come in and they help us get after things, especially on the varsity end. Um, we work as a staff, we try to set our drills to where we know you could run this way, but now we're going to put parameters on you that force you out of your comfort zone a lot. But I think that, one of the biggest things that pushes them, like I said, is the people that want to volunteer to come into practice and help run drills, play against them. Um, but they're also there on a Friday, Saturday night supporting them. And so I think just, yeah, they see those names on banners and now their name's on a banner. And so it's just kind of just creating that legacy of what we want to be.
Okay. Lastly, what do you see when you look around the state at 2A girls this year? Who's going to come and challenge you?
Um, you know, we talk a lot in practice. We're probably our biggest nemesis. How do you beat us? We ask that of them a lot. How do you beat us? But looking at other teams, I think obviously Wyoming Indian, Alita Moss does a phenomenal job and has been there since I was a player at Tongue River. So she knows she knows exactly how to get her team ready to go, and I think they're always dangerous. Rocky Mountain played us pretty well twice last year. So I don't think you can discount Bighorn. I think they've got a new coach who's excited, who brings a lot of experience to them. They're coming off 2 volleyball state championships. So when you learn to win and what it takes, I think you can carry that over sometimes.
I gotcha. Well, Coach, that's all I had for you. I appreciate you taking a few minutes to chat basketball, particularly about your Tongue River girls, and wish you best luck in the upcoming season.
Thank you. I appreciate it.